Hi guys, give me a few seconds. I'm gonna do the audio thingy on my laptop and then we can get started, okay? Hold on. Let's do this. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel / my podcast. I am the marketing nomad. My name is Prithvi Madhukar. I am the author of 0 to 4 Figures and Self-Loved as well. I am a digital entrepreneur and a business owner. A few of the roles that I do take on, I'm a YouTuber, podcaster, Etsy shop owner, and Skillshare teacher as well. All of the links are in the description box below if you would like to check it out. Welcome to episode 179 of the Ask TMN series, where we're going to be getting into a simple technique for you to successfully chase your dreams. Now, if you're new here and you're wondering, well, what's this Ask TMN thing that she just said? Hold on. Let me get into that. So Ask TMN is a series that I started where I answer the most commonly asked questions that solopreneurs may have about marketing, business, as well as mindset. Now, if that sounds like a topic that interests you, definitely do hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because that tells you every single time I do upload a video, and I do release a couple of these every single week. Other than that, if you're done watching this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That really helps me help more solopreneurs with their business, their marketing, their mindset, and just basically following their dreams as well. Alrighty guys, without further ado, let's get into today's podeo. Now, before we get into the simple technique that I do have for you, let's get into a little bit about what does it actually mean to be chasing your dreams. Now, for me in particular, the dream has always been to do something of my own. I mean, I've had this dream ever since I was 7 years old. I had no clue what it meant. I had no clue how to go about it. All I knew was this was my dream. I always knew I would be an entrepreneur someday. I knew I would start something on my own. And of course, as I grew older, I kind of started understanding what the business world was about and what entrepreneurship was about, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, even though my dream evolved, I still chased after it, and I am still chasing after my dreams, multiple of them, to be very honest with you. So one thing that I've come to understand is when it comes to your dream, before you even implement the simple technique that I do have for you, it's important to gain clarity about what exactly is your dream. This is coming from someone who has multiple dreams, and frankly, my biggest dream was when I was 7 years old, and that was to start something on my own someday, after hearing it from my parents, so on and so forth. But even so, something that I've understood to be very integral in my process of achieving my dreams, of successfully seeing each of my dreams come through in the last couple of years, is clarity. That's it. Clarity on what that particular dream is. And the more clear I got on how exactly I wanted that dream to turn out, and it's not only about the overarching theme of how it's gonna look or how my life is gonna change. No, it was also about the feelings that I wanted to have when I, realized my dreams. What were my emotions that I wanted to tie to the dream? What was my entire lifestyle, my perception of myself at that point of achieving my dream? Every aspect, the people I wanted around me, the relationships that I had in my life, the things that were making me happy in that particular dream. It might not have been related to the big theme of what the dream was, but I made sure to always keep adding little details to make that dream seem real, or at least achievable in my mind. So for me, before I get into the technique, one thing that I will say is the more clear you get on your dream, the more you can flesh out details of that dream, okay? The more realistic it becomes in your mind. And trust me, your mind is very, very, very powerful. The more it believes it is true, the more realistic your dream feels to it. Honestly, it is unstoppable. And so for me, the way that I go about it is not to change my dream. I'm not gonna make my dream lesser than what it is just so that my mind believes it. No, I'm going to make sure that my dream is covered in a world that makes it look realistic. how I show up during the days of me achieving my dream, the people I have in my life, the feelings I'm going through, what happens in an every second or every day-to-day basis, so on and so forth. So the more you can flesh out your dream, not just the main idea, but even the other semantics of it, the logistics of what's actually going to be happening around your world when you achieve that dream, trust me, it becomes that much more realistic in your mind. So now that we've got the clarity part out of the picture, okay? So at this point, you've got your dream, you've kind of fleshed out details of your dream, you've kind of made it even more clear in your mind. You've gotten into the nitty-gritty details of your dream. Here's the simple technique. The very simple technique is ask yourself why. Why are you chasing that dream? Why is that dream so important to you? What is your life going to look like with that dream? What are the opportunities that you are going to get if you chase that dream or if you achieve that dream? How is your life going to be different after you've achieved that dream? And as an extension of that, what opportunities would you be missing out if you stopped chasing that dream? What opportunities would you have to let go? How different would your life be if you actually let go of chasing that dream? Now, the reason why these questions are so important, it's important for you to understand the why, is because when you're chasing your dream, naturally, there are going to be blocks, there are going to be obstacles, there are going to be challenges. You've got to deal with so many mindset shifts along the way. There are that many lows along the way. I mean, the reason why it is a dream is because the path to it, if it were a normal straight road, then it wouldn't be your dream, right? It would be just something that you achieve the next day, right? So the reason why it is a dream is because it's going to be a long and hard journey to get there. And in that process, it's easier for you to give up on it. It just happens, at some point, because of how many hits that you take along the way or how many obstacles that you find. It can start to feel that maybe your dream is not going to become a reality, or you can lose hope, or you can kind of forget why exactly you wanted it in the first place. And so for me, every time I'm in a low, I'm feeling a dip, or I'm just facing some block, some challenge, I always ask myself this question: why? Why am I chasing that dream? What is the life that is going to unlock for me after I've achieved this dream? And more importantly, what is the life that I will be missing out on if I let go of chasing this dream? And for you, it could be a number of different things, But for me, just asking myself these questions itself, one, helps me understand what exactly I'm looking for. It's not just a dream, but it's the life surrounding it, the freedom of choosing my life, so on and so forth. So, for example, if your dream is, well, I want to be a millionaire someday. That's a very, very common dream that I see a lot of people having. But the minute you ask yourself deeper questions like, why? Why exactly do you want to be a millionaire? What is the life that you are planning to unlock for yourself? And maybe for you, it's the freedom to choose whatever projects you want to work on. Maybe it's the freedom to travel. Maybe it is that sense of independence. Maybe it's that sense of accomplishment. What exactly are you hoping to achieve with this dream? And I don't mean the logistics part of it. What feelings are you planning to achieve or gain through this experience of achieving your dream? What emotions, what life are you unlocking for yourself? So the first point that we talked about was understanding the life that you're unlocking, again, makes it a little bit more realistic for you. And not just that, when you understand what exactly you are working towards, it helps you push up that motivation a little bit more. The second is the third question that we asked ourselves, which is, what's the life that you're going to be missing out on? And that very subconsciously, and I learned this as a marketer, is it kind of builds up your FOMO, your fear of missing out. You start to think, all right, I'm going to miss out on the freedom to choose my projects. I'm going to miss out on the freedom to travel whenever I want. I'm going to miss out the freedom to, balance my work and my home life, choose the projects that I'm on, as well as watch my kids grow up, so on and so forth. So understanding what you are going to be unlocking, as well as what you would be missing out if you stop chasing the dream, is very, very, very key for you to build up that motivation. And even if in moments of low motivation, you're at least working on building up that FOMO, that fear of missing out. And trust me when I say it, the fear of missing out is very, very, very powerful. All right, so don't underestimate that. So this is basically the simple technique that I do have for you. Ask yourself why. What exactly are you hoping to achieve with this dream? You know, what is the life that is going to unlock for you after you've achieved this dream? And more importantly, what is the life that you could be missing out on if you were to stop chasing this dream, or if you would to, give up today? So that is one thing, but I do want to give you a tiny bit of extension. It's kind of a pro tip at the end. As you are chasing your dream, one thing that I've understood is you may achieve your dream, okay? But you've also got to have the capacity to sustain it. That is very, very key. So as you are working towards chasing your dream, try to fit in processes, systems, mindset shifts, so that when you do achieve your dream, you are able to sustain it. This is like a final pro tip that I do have for you. So be conscious as you're working through achieving that dream. Keep it in your mind. Well, all right, once I achieve this dream, how am I going to sustain it? How am I going to keep it going? How am I going to sustain it while I work towards my next dream? All right? And I think that's very, very important, because oftentimes we're so busy chasing the dream that once we get it, we don't know what to do with it. Or if we just stay in that limbo for too long, we actually lose whatever it is that we worked so hard to achieve. So it's not just about building yourself enough to achieve that dream. It's also about building yourself so that you have the capacity to sustain whatever dream that you are working towards, at least sustain it enough as you are working towards your next dream, or as you get to your next dream. All right, so that's like a little bit of a pro tip on my end for you. And that brings me to the end of this podio. It was a pretty quick one. I didn't want to, spend too much time getting into the semantics of it. But of course, if you do want me to, definitely ask me questions in the comment section below. I'll get deeper into it. If there's one part that you didn't quite grasp, or you wanted me to explain it a little bit more in detail, yes, absolutely. Feel free to do so. If there's one part that you want me to create a separate video, absolutely, definitely do that. But I think for the start of you, chasing your dream, or getting that motivation up, building that desire in you to chase your dream, this video is going to give you a great starting point. And from this, keep working towards building yourself enough to sustain that dream that you are going to achieve. All right, I've got so much confidence in you. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for listening all the way up until here. Now, if you want to catch my 2 books, both of them are available on Amazon. My first one is 0 to 4 Figures, Lessons Learned by a Broke CEO. It's got a compilation of 61 stories and lessons ranging from self-love, marketing strategy, business strategy, growth mindset, positive mindset, and success mindset as well. So if you are a digital entrepreneur, or you're aspiring to be one, this book is for you, available on Amazon. My second one is Self-Loved. It is a compilation of 1,000 journal prompts aimed towards healing, growth, and self-discovery. It covers topics like inner child healing, trauma healing, manifestation, gratitude, so on and so forth. Again, that too is available on Amazon. Apart from this, I also have a productivity series called the Simple Series by The Marketing Nomad. At the moment of publishing this podio, there are 18 of them available on Amazon. Got different ones ranging from 1-page project planner to 7-day week planner. There is also a time blocking and time tracking planner, so on and so forth. Now, the simplest way to find all of my stuff on Amazon is to search my full name. It's Prithvi Madhukar, Prithvi space Madhukar. The minute you search that on Amazon, you're going to get an author page for me, and then all of my stuff is just going to show up. All right, simplest way. Alrighty guys, and if you want a more one-on-one kind of conversation with me, I'm also there on Instagram. I'm there at the marketing nomad. All right, so I'll catch you on all of my other platforms, and other than that, I will catch you in my next one as well. Bye bye.